you're getting in an hour of time with Jesus every day, you must be so close to him. Hold on a minute. That's not always true. Stick around to find out why. Welcome back to If We Only Knew. My name is Emily Stoic and I'm so happy you're here. Today I want to just encourage you to ask yourself two questions. What is your time with Jesus like right now? And what is your relationship with Jesus like right now? I was recently having a conversation with a friend of mine and I asked her, hey, I've been meaning to ask you, how's your time with Jesus been? And then when I thought about that, I was like, I want to ask her a second question. The second question that I wanted to ask was, what is your relationship with Jesus like? Let me tell you why I think that those two questions need to be separated and that we need to ask ourselves those questions. The first thing that I'll say is that I think it's super important for all of us to be in the secret place every single day. And if you've never heard the term the secret place, what that means is basically just when you go to be by yourself with Jesus, just you and him. And I think that no matter what season we're in, no matter what struggles we're going through or what the demands on our life are in each season, I think that having time in the secret place is like number one important thing in life at any given time. When you ask yourself that question, what is my time with Jesus looking like these days? You want to assess, like, what is my time in the secret place looking like? How much am I praying and just talking to him? Am I setting aside intentional time in the day to actually go and be with Jesus? The second question is a little bit different, and that's what's my relationship with Jesus looking like? The reason that I say that is this. If you ask yourself, what's my time with Jesus looking like? And each day you're getting in 30 minutes of devotional time, whether you're reading the word, worshiping, praying, whatever it is, or all the things, you're getting in 30 minutes a day. That doesn't automatically translate to you having a close, intimate relationship with Christ. And so the two questions are completely different. Take a new mom as an example. So let's say she's pregnant, getting ready to give birth, and leading up to the delivery, she is having the best time with the Lord. Every day she's getting in an hour of Devo time with God where she's reading her word and she's in prayer and it's just sweet. She feels so close to God and she's absolutely loving it. And then she has her baby. And now she's lucky to get in 10 minutes with God because she is a brand new mother adjusting to the transition of life with a newborn, figuring out how to take care of that child, how to rest when she feels like she's not getting enough rest, and her schedule is completely flipped upside down and she's trying to adjust to a drastically different life. In her mind, because she's not getting in the time with God that she was previously, she might think that she's not as close to God as she was before. But if that same woman would just stop and take some time to look at her new life, to pay attention and to listen to the voice of the Lord in that season for her, she may realize that she's closer to the Lord than she ever has been because she's beginning to understand the Father's heart through being a parent herself, through experiencing the sacrificial love of motherhood and spending every waking moment taking care of her child. She may feel that she's closer to the Lord in that season than she was before because she understands how much the Father loves her because she sees how much she loves her child. That doesn't mean that she shouldn't try to spend time with the Lord. If you ask yourself that question, what is my time with God looking like these days? And you find that you're not getting enough time with him or you're just neglecting it altogether, I would highly encourage you to get with somebody that you trust and that you love and just troubleshoot together. Talk through what your day-to-day schedule looks like and let that person help you find those like pockets of time where you can sneak away and go be with Jesus and get that time in the secret place with him. This video is not about, are you getting enough time with God? Do you feel close enough to God? It's about asking yourself these two questions so that you can make changes if you need to, and so that you can also be real with yourself and be less condemning. Again, I mentioned this before. I think that time with God is the most important thing in life. But I also know, and I've learned from firsthand experience, that different seasons allow for different things. Some seasons don't allow for a full 2 hours of quiet time alone with God, but that doesn't mean we should neglect time with God. It's got to be the most important thing to us. On the flip side, we oftentimes equate our time with God and how much we're getting and how frequently we sit down with the Bible or to pray or whatever. We associate those things with how close we are with God. And that's not always true either. The key is to listen for Him, to look for Him everywhere we go, and to have our spirit in tune with God in every activity that we find ourselves engaged in. I heard an incredible woman of the faith once explain a revelation that she had that changed her entire life. And this is what it was. She realized one day that when she's cooking eggs, it's holy. When she's at a staff meeting, it's holy. When she's doing laundry, it's holy. When she's holding a child who's dying, it's holy. Everything we do can be holy if we're doing it unto the Lord. Everything that we do in life can be an opportunity for communion with God if our spirit and our minds and our hearts are postured that direction. And so I want you to ask yourself, what's my time with God looking like? And what's my relationship with God looking like in this season? And I want to encourage you as your sister in Christ, if it's not where it needs to be, make changes. If you don't feel close to the Lord, ask Him to draw you closer. Ask Him to open your eyes to see Him more. If your time is not where it needs to be and you're not managing your schedule the best that you could to make sure you're getting time in a secret place with the Father, change some things around, shift it. Both are important. Your time with God is ultra important and your relationship with God is ultra important, and they aren't the same thing. So I'd encourage you to get real with yourself, assess this, and let Jesus just swoop in and bring transformation to your life as He helps you to manage your schedule and your time, and He helps you to realize how close He is even in the times when you might not think so. I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, you can actually click the little circle like right somewhere around here and you can subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, leave them below, and we will see you again in the next video.